Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So last week in one of our most recent polls on the channel, I asked you the question, do you still use the Start menu to launch apps in Windows? And out of the 622 votes already cast to date, most of you, 63% of you, say yes, you still use the Start menu to launch your apps in Windows. 22% say sometimes, so it's a bit of either or, and no, 15% of you do not use the Start menu to launch your apps and programs if you are running Windows. Now, just to dive a little bit more deeper and just to finish off this poll, just a bit of brief overview. The Windows Start menu, as many of you will know, has been around in Windows now basically since forever. It's been a key component that basically identifies Windows as Windows to some degree or the other. And even back in the day when Microsoft rolled out Windows 8, the original release, there was no Start menu button, which caused a lot of confusion and headaches and debate for a lot of users. So obviously the Start menu, to some degree or the other, is identified with the Windows operating system. And obviously you can access your programs, your apps from the Start menu. You can access your settings. You can shut down, restart, hibernate, sleep. It's got all your different sign-in options that are available from the Start menu. Now, back with Windows 10, Microsoft introduced taskbar pinning and live tiles in the Start menu, which were two key components that were previously not available to some extent or the other. And as many of you know, if you want to pin an app to your taskbar, you just right click on that, head to more and pin to taskbar, or you can also pin that app to your Start menu as mentioned, which was a nice key highlight that did roll out. We're back with Windows 10, which just makes accessing apps a lot simpler from the taskbar. Now, from a personal level, when it comes to the poll that we conducted, I fell into this category sometimes. And my reason for saying that is this, is most of the time, I launch my apps from my browsers. I basically do most of my computing in the cloud. I have very few native apps actually installed in my operating systems. And basically, this is a duplicate on Windows 10 and Windows 11. I've got both OSs set up very similar. I've used and launched my apps from Google Chrome, which is my default web browser, and other basic default features in Chrome I use, like Gmail and so on, and all the other apps, because I'm more tied into the Google ecosystem. So I've launched most of my apps and programs, so to speak, from Google Chrome. And I have very few apps installed natively on my system. So basically, if I need an app, say YouTube Music or YouTube, I just click on search, I hit Y, and that will bring up the relevant app, and then I'll just access that as a PWA. So that's how I basically do my computing between the Start menu and the taskbar. Now, the only reason I use the Start menu personally is for this reason, which is set up very similar on both Windows 10 and Windows 11, is I have my maintenance routine set out. Control panel, store, power toys, PC manager, tools, and disk cleanup. And with Windows 10, because I'm using a mechanical hard drive, I'll have disk defragmenter. So I have my maintenance routine set up, and that's the only reason when it comes to apps that I'll actually access on a personal level. My Start menu is to access my maintenance routine. I never, on a personal level, actually head into the Start menu, all apps, and open an app. I do everything from my browsers, or I just do a quick search and I hit a keyword and I'll just launch it from the search. And another reason I will actually access the Start menu personally is obviously to access my file explorer, my settings, and as mentioned, also to shut down or restart or hibernate, sleep, so on. All those different sign-in options available in my OSs. That's also another reason why I will actually access the Start menu. But most of my apps I do access from my taskbar within my actual browsers or the actual search itself. So that's just a quick overview of my personal experience when it comes to using the Start menu. And as mentioned, 63% of you say you still use the Start menu to launch apps in Windows, with 622 votes cast to date. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.